first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. Black Series Edition LLC with gunmetal crystal edge technology screens. All right, so we're going to be ordering this soon. This is going to be a product we're going to be ordering. Actually, there's a couple of these I want to order off this site. We do expect to get cancellations because we've been through cancellations before for his products. These are products under a fellow who goes by CROW CINEMAX Mix. We can't say LLC because he doesn't have an LLC. His LLC has expired. So he's using an LLC that, again, he doesn't have the rights to use. So looking at this and his product, which I said we're going to be ordering very soon, it's just so much is questionable here on his product. Now, I'm going to test everything he has here. When he's talking about this product, I got 5,000 lumens. I have venues. I got venues way over 35. So again, we're going to test it on high-end venue projectors. How does it react, color, contrast, white levels, and if it works on venues. Mind you, venues are machines that are designed to be used outdoors. They're designed to be used in really, really high, well-lit environments. So that's what they're designed for. Now, one of the things I don't understand is, and a few people brought this up to me, how are these gunmetal, but they're not ambient light rejection technology? You do know the darker the screen, the better the ambient light rejection. Any certified gunmetal screen you will run across brags about their ambient light rejection capabilities. I have never heard of a gunmetal not being ambient light. There's something wrong there. So if you're saying at the end of the day that your product is so advanced that it doesn't require ambient light rejection technology over Black Diamond, over Elite Screens, and DMP Supernova, these companies who have these dark screens, and Daylight has these dark screens that can produce these amazing levels, especially in these lit environments where your screen can't go, and you're claiming to be gunmetal, that means you don't have a gunmetal screen. That's the whole purpose of people buying these gunmetal screens. They want to be in better lit environments. They want to maintain a better and higher contrast level. They want to maintain better color. This is what their companies sell their products off of. So how are you coming out saying I have a gunmetal product, but it can't work in an ambient light environment? That doesn't even sound right. That's a major red flag right there for any consumer at the end of the day. Now, do we think he's gunmetal? Nah, actually, basically, judging by what I've seen the products, I've had darker products over here. We've had the UB mix, we had Frankenstein. They are more like a charcoal gray. That's what they kind of run in. Gunmetal is literally so dark that people mistaken them for black screens. So that's a really good gunmetal. Closer you are to that particular darker on the edge of near black, but not being black, the more professional and more better your product is going to perform, and the more you come close to having the actual perfect gunmetal, which he doesn't have. Now, we have this here because he's messaging on the other end. He's carrying on Branton, as always. This is what Jamie did. Mind you, I gave you a week. I gave you a solid week to go in and do your tests. No one can say I didn't give you a chance. No one can say these shopping carts were ever rushed. Shopping carts were never rushed. First time we came and we placed about 19 orders, we got permission from him, telling us to buy whatever we want. What do you think I'm going to do? I bought whatever I wanted. He said, buy, I bought. And in the results, we got every single dime transferred back to the account with insults all over the receipts. I get some canceled receipts of him ranting. So he's a person who can't back his products. Now, I'm not doing this. I need him to get an understanding because he's a very hateful individual. We're not doing this because of your dumb tactics of putting me in the doghouse and all that stuff that you do. It's not because of that. I'm a bigger man than that. I'll look past that. We give that to the criminal justice. That's what their job is to do. That's what they're out there doing. They collect all this information. We give it to them for the charges that are being filed for the cyberbullying, harassing stuff he's doing. This is being done strictly because you lie. You lie to your customers. You commit fraud. Your products do not work as they're supposed to work, as I showed you in demonstrations. We've had CROW's products here. We've tested them. We have unboxing videos on his products. We can bear receipts showing that we had his items here. They did not work as they claimed to be. Now, over here, he says his product, he doesn't recommend for home use. All right, I've been asking that one for a long time. You remember when I brought him in a room on a hot mic? I asked him, I typed it in. What does this mean? He couldn't tell me. He said for customers only. All right, well, I'm about to be a customer. So What does it mean for not for home use? He recommends not doing this. What's going to happen if I use this product in the home? What's going to happen? See, there's just nothing there telling you what's going to happen. Is the screen going to go dark? Is it going to hotspot? What's going to happen? I've never heard of anything like that. That's a theory. I've never even heard of a screen paint saying, hey, you can't use it. Only way you couldn't use it in a particular environment, this is a very well commercial environment with a ton of light in there, then they'll say, look, the screen basically can't thrive in that environment. But you're talking about homes. Any home, you can't work it in. So what's the difference between a home structure and a business structure? Is that has something to do with the structure, environment? What does that even mean? So again, we'll test the theory. We'll fire it up in here. I got a 5,000 lumen projector. Also got coming in, waiting for a lamp to get here. We have a Chrissy LX700. That's a 6,500 lumen projector. That's a pretty powerful machine. We know it's not going to work on that. It's not going to pick up. The white levels. One of the things that we test darker mixes on or darker products on is their white level capabilities. How much white levels do they lose in the process? Any form of dark screen is going to lose white levels. One of the customers I don't like and I don't like to do business with, I'll return your money back to your account if you say these things to me, is we get customers sometimes that come in, they want their cake and they want to eat it too. They'll come in and say, hey, I want a black screen, but I want it to generate white levels like a white screen. There's a sacrifice that has to go off in there. Certified screens go through it. Any darker screen has to go through that sacrifice level. It comes down to how much of a sacrifice you will lose in that process. Now, if you have very little sacrifice, but you're going to have some, then that's a good screen. But there's no such thing as you're going to have a screen that's going to have 100% white level and pick up 100% contrast. You can't have both parties at the same time on the same day. You got to choose one. So when we get those particular customers that want that super high white level, but they want an ultra black contrast level that they can't get off their white screen, they can't get the colors to pop, they can't get it to work in a fully lit environment, they contact us. Well, we have it on the website and we explain this crystal clear to you. And the minute I hear that statement, the money goes right back into your account. Because I know at the end of the day, you are a potential headache to me already. You're going to fast to file a PayPal claim and say, hey, I didn't pull a white level like my white screen. We clearly tell you, you can't do that. No darker mix or formula or product will have that capability. Nope. We call that the impossible customer. We don't get a lot of them, but we get them from time to time. And we just say, okay, you know what? And very politely, I think it's best that you go elsewhere and maybe try to figure this out on what you want and just return their money back to their account. And you know what? The thing about it is they come right back because there is no place else. I've done the research. I've done tons of research. I've done research on certified screens and the research on different gray screen paint products. We've had Goo screen. We have eye paint screens. We've had just about everybody. The only person I haven't purchased from yet, and I will be purchasing soon, is Vox. I haven't had Vox yet. I think it's VOX. We haven't had them yet. They make a great product. We did order from Goo Screen. We ordered their darkest product they have. It's called CINEMAX Black or something like that. They have over there. Gotta check on that. But we had that one. So I did get their product over here. And we tested just about every certified screen I can literally land my hands on. I did land my hands on a particular certified screen that I've been trying to get my hands on for quite some time, and it wasn't very easy to get that sample sheet at all, period. It's kind of like they know we're there, but I don't know. It's kind of strange, but like I said, everything's going to be done professional and by the book, and in that way, no one's end up in court and getting sued over some dumb nonsense. We do it professionally, like we should. We always do with our certified screens. But let's get back to this. This product right here, we can't find anything on it. We can't find any customer reviews. We can't find any test demonstrations. We can't find nothing. We went to his site and tried to look it up. Couldn't find a thing. That's the first thing we should have been able to find. We've been on Google. Doesn't pull up anything. We can't find anything on Facebook. There's no Instagram, no TikTok. Nothing on this product, especially on his own YouTube channel. So what the freak is it? It says it's a Frankenstein at the top. Clearly states it's a Frankenstein. That's what the page is. It has the products, we can't call it a specification sheet. We call it a summary. Let's call it a cheap summary. It has a cheap summary of what it is, but this is the same summary that's on the Frankenstein. Exact same thing. So what I think it is, I think it's just the Frankenstein product, but it just has a different color label. That's it. So we're going to test this out. Like I said, when we get it, and like I said, if you cancel the order, which I know you are, you're not dumb enough to commit post office fraud 3 times in a row. Whew, I don't know how anybody could be that dumb. To do it twice is even stupid. To do it the first time is even more stupider. But I'll have somebody, I got about 5 or 6 people on standby to get this product from us, from him, to get it over here for testing. Because I know he doesn't want it over here. He doesn't want it going through proper testing, and he's afraid. And he has, mind you, we've given him the opportunity to do it himself, and he doesn't want to do it. So, you know, we'll help him out with that. All right, so let me see. Best, he said, for a high lumen projector, 35 and up. Oh, we can do way better than that. I got 5,000, like I said, 65 in my arsenal. I'll bring those monsters out. You don't pick up on one of them, there's something wrong with your product. Definitely wrong with your product. And especially at 6,500 lumens to 5,000 lumens on doing a white level test and you can't register, you got to drop them at 1,000 too, and ultra short throw. Ooh, ultra short throw's not going to go well. Ultra short throw on dark screens can be difficult. They can be extremely difficult. I don't know what it's about that mirror reflection back. Let me see. Let me see what we got here. And as I said before, we were able to make the UV mix with around a reversal. Start off with black base and 6 tablespoons of white paint. We were to make an exact duplicate of the UV mix. The Frankenstein is 5 instead of 6. We know that by looking at the containers. So if this is anywhere near the color of a Frankenstein or the UV mix, that can easily be made, or basically it would match any form of dark gray primer or any form of dark gray paint would match it. So we have to do a paint versus dark gray versus dark gray. We have to do one of those demonstrations too. All right. Also too, I noticed, where's the gain on here? What gain is this? Because there is no gain anywhere. Only product we see with the gain, you know, we can't see you, right? You're being blocked by your own board right here. So we can't see you at all, Jamie. You're not being seen. None of this is coming up. No one can see it because you're blocked. Because we have this here. It's blocking your message board. So you're in there typing, but no one can see it. But anyway, where's the gain at? You have no gain on here. Oh, we know you're in the room. We definitely know you come into the room. We know this for a fact. And the reason why I know this, because how would you know? I could sit there and have my camera running. I got two phones. I'm going to hook up a phone, other phone, on another stand. And you can watch me in the room with this phone. The other one will be live. This one won't. And you'll see in the room where basically that phone, matter of fact, I'll do it on a pre-record because we do it live, we'll find out. So we'll show you on a pre-record that he doesn't come in the room at all. He's nowhere to be found when we're recording and pre-record. But the minute we switch on live, he automatically knows. He's not psychic. No, he's just in the room listening and watching. Jamie, so you know something, I never ever go to your live streams. Not ever at all, period. Why would I go there in a room to somebody who matched house paint? The minute you matched house paint, the minute we had your product down here and it tested and it matched house paint, we knew you didn't know anything. I took a basic black and white paint and mixed it and it matched your stuff. It had the same reaction in contrast, the same reaction in color, at the same reaction in white levels. So what we think is when we get this product, because there's no videos, there's nothing on it, we think this is the same color as a dark Frankenstein. That's what it's going to be. So we're going to test this in a fully lit environment because, again, I don't know how in the world you're claiming to have gunmetal and you don't have ambient light projection technology. Every gunmetal is ambient light projection technology. So that's the part I don't understand right there. So it should be. You should be able to be in a fully lit environment. Now, I saw one customer who had the UV mix. They complained that the product came up dark and dirty. Oh, I don't put it past them. I really don't, because we tested it and it didn't work well either. It came up dark and dirty. Let me see. This is his product. We had people saying, when we did this demonstration, we had people saying, well, we want to see the product inside and outside. We did a product test on both of his screens, Personal Mix and Metallica Mix, on the outside projection screen, and we done the demonstration inside, back and forth. And as you can see, his product doesn't register, it doesn't pull, it doesn't work at all, period. This is actually inside. It's inside. It's right here. Let me get back outside and move back and forth. That's outside. No, sorry. That's not outside. It's inside. Let's see right on this. There we go. I got my whatchamacallit bright in my face. There we go. There we go. That's outside. Product didn't work at all, period. And this is in the dark. I love that theory when people say that, you know, if your product is in the dark, you know, it doesn't make a difference. You're in the dark, your product is not going to work. It's going to work or it's not going to work, but it's not going to work. There's actually physical light in the dark. Even when you turn out all your lights, even when you darken your environment, all that, you have light in there. Unless you're living in the middle of a black hole, that's the only way you're not going to have any light in your environment. But there's physical light in your environment. This is the personal mix outside from our test. Didn't work at all. And that's 1100 lumen projector outside, and our screen's registering, but his product can't register. Look at this. Can't read it. Now, I'm going to be ordering the CINEMAX will be the next one after we order this one. If we get a cancellation on the that dark CINEMAX, if we get a cancellation on that, I'm just not going to order anything else. So I'm going to contact my friends, and they'll be placing the orders from then on out. We're going to give him the opportunity to be able to process an order. I try to give people that benefit. But if he cancels the order, puts the money back in the account, then we'll just have the other ones place the orders for us. We'll get the CINEMAX over here. CINEMAX is going to be tested against several gray screen paints, which he never did. The Amazon Slip Silver, that was never done. We got a new product called White Metal. Oh, it's really beautiful. We're going to definitely test it against that. We don't do the network gray. We've done the network gray to death. We don't need that. But we got a couple of other great paints he refuses to test against, so we'll do those also. Will his product register at 1,000 lumens? Yeah, we'll show you that. Even gray paint can register at 1,000 lumens. So with his product, he put down 2,200 lumens. That's a lie. He doesn't know his own product. Man, it's a mess. I told you. But we'll get it all sorted out. I'm going to have to fit it into my schedule because I have a very busy schedule. Working in here, got orders to process out. We got new technology coming in. We got new black, heavier, more advanced certified screens coming in for our testing. I have to take care of this little nonsense with this jerk at the end of the day to go back up to City Hall and basically file more paperwork against this guy for court. No, it's a lot of stuff I got to do back and forth. But, you know, that's what we do. That's what we do. See, the difference between me and you, Jamie, is this. You slander us, and you don't make any new products. You don't do anything. You just slander us. That's all you do. That shows that you don't have anything new, and you got too much time in your hands. Me, I can come out here, back everything up 100%, file paperwork, bring you into court, crush you in the process, bring out new products, do demonstrations, and build an environment around me at the exact same time. Yeah. This is usually what you have to go do in business, whether it be Jamie's at the end of the day or it be big corporations. This is what you have to be able to do. Mind you, I have on Facebook, I have 10 pages. These are our show pages that we have. I update all of those. Those have updated. I got myself a group page I'm on, and I'm on multiple other pages that I'm on that I basically frequently go on and I show them new technology, including the emails and processing, dropping things off the post office, all that, all in one time. So, no, I don't have time to be sending anybody freaky emails and making weird puppet characters of them. No, I really don't have that kind of time. And when I come out here, I don't come out here to lie, because if I lied, I couldn't back up anything that I'm saying. I can back up whatever I'm saying, buddy. Your product doesn't work at all. This is the personal mix, by the way. This is what the customer went through when the screen washed out. This right here is a screen. And that's against the Supreme 7 at 1100 lumens outside. It couldn't register. This is why you can't go to a major distributorship, because I've talked to major distributorships before, and they will say right from the door, you have to back up every single thing that you write into those specification sheets. Because they're going to test your stuff. Keep in mind, if it doesn't work, they're not going to touch you with a 10-foot pole. So that's the outside test. of the, hold on, let me get this. Let me just get it back on this too. That's the outside test. You can go right to my channel. You could pull up unboxing videos that we've done on his products with no problem. We got our unboxing video right there. He doesn't talk about this. This is Metallica Mix 2.0. This was bought from a customer. A customer got this for us. So he doesn't talk about this at all. He never brings this up. But yeah, this is the Metallica Mix 2.0 from a customer. And guess what? It matched house paint.
So he sent the Metallica mix. Now, you do know that this is the free mix that he makes online.
You don't talk about this video. You never talk about this video. You know why? Because this is your actual product that you couldn't tamper with, because you sent this to a customer that you thought at the end of the day was one of yours. It was actually one of our customers who bought this. You never speak of this. But this product right here is genuine, untampered, his product. And this product, the reason why it's leaking so bad is because Jamie shipped this to a customer with a hole in the container and tried to tape over it. Recycled containers. You didn't even spring for a new container. But you know what? You do lazy stuff. You didn't even change your SKU number on your website to your actual product. It goes to something else completely. That shows you how lazy you are. You didn't even take the time to remove that or delete it. You just left it in there. Oh, I'll show you, definitely. But anyway, because I don't say anything without backing it up. You know how it works. But anyway, this product right here, yeah, that black and white paint mixture, personal mix, Metallica Mix 2.0, they match perfectly. Yeah, he could have just literally made that. So that's one of your products right there in the unboxing right there. Let's go over here. This is when you had your website. This is your product right here. This is when we had your product and they asked for us to put it on a bigger sample sheet. It's right there in the basement.
I know my technology when I see it.
Your product doesn't work.
That demonstration that his string was falsified. And like rejection string.
See those containers sitting on the table, Jamie? Those are your products. Yeah, we've had your stuff, all your stuff. The only thing I haven't had was the hybrid mix, and we had the Frankenstein already. We've had all that stuff already. It doesn't work. It literally, we can match that stuff to house paint any day. Look at this. It could even pick up a contrast level. What's the point? If I buy that product, and this is the only product I have, and this is my environment right here, how am I going to work this stuff at the end of the day? If I turn my lights on in the environment, the screen's going to wash out. So I have to be in a dark environment in order for it to work. Yeah, that's not going to work for me. That means I have to change my living room into a cave. It wouldn't register any of the colors.
Showing you that if you're going to go cheap, you're going to go crappy on a screen, don't pay $85 for it. You can just get it for $23 a gallon. It's going to go down that way.
Yeah, $23 a gallon. It wouldn't work. Couldn't get it to work for jack. So this is the reason why we need to test your products. Your stuff doesn't work, and you don't do proper testing. You never do proper testing at all. No, shows you how to make this product right there in the video demonstration. It's black and white paint. He showed you how to make it. It's black and white paint. There's another one of its packages right there. There's this package right there. Two of them right there. It's product right there. We took it outside. Still failed again. It didn't work. I gave you the effort, man. I did. I gave you the effort. I ran your product through all kinds of tests. We even went on eBay and we bought somebody else's gray mix and put it against your product, and his mix was better than yours and cheaper. This is your product versus a white screen. This is the white test. If your product comes over here and it looks anything like this, the first thing we're going to do is stick it against a white screen. Now, I don't know why you would think. I think he's saying at the end of the day that the product that he makes pulls a higher white level than our product. Oh, I can't wait to test that on our product. You're claiming that your product pulls, turns our screen dark where it's unwatchable. Oh, I hope you didn't make that statement, because this is going to be really embarrassing. Mind you, we take out certified screens, gunmetal, real gunmetal certified screens. So if that's the case, I would love to see this, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Now, like I said, if you tamper with it and we get something that's light gray over here, well, see these documents over here? I'll be filling out another one of these forms. Your other document is here. It's a backup document, just in case if you decide you want to go out and send us something that's not real. I actually have 3 of these here. Let me see where that other one at. We just got it yesterday. There we go. United States Postal Service. Go ahead and mess up. It's waiting for you. So that item, when it comes in, it better be what it's supposed to be. Or this little envelope right here, it's going to get opened up. I'm going to fill all the information, put tracking information, all that in there, and I'm going to send it right off to the post office. That'll be 3. So I would advise you sending me what I ordered at the end of the day. If you can't send it out and you can't back up the product because you know it's a failure, then you put the money back into my account. If you decide to sit on the money, which you try to do a few times, if you try to sit on the money and you try to, oh, this is it right here. I was looking for this one. If you try to sit on the money, which he tries to ignore it, then we will contact PayPal. We'll file a complaint. I'll give you a couple of days to process the order. We'll come back in after the couple of days. We'll go and we'll file a complaint against you. Any complaint we file against him through PayPal, we always request the item and not the money. It's up to him to send the money back. So he is given the option. This right here is gray primer versus his product. Yeah, this right here in that container, that is freaking bullseye primer. That gray primer, that's what that is. I know we had this demonstration. We've done this demonstration. Oh, amazing ambient light protection. So when you don't have to basically go to such levels. Now you see this screen right here, Jamie? This screen behind it is a gunmetal technology that we developed. Your gunmetal can't match our contrast of it because our screen is extremely dark. That gunmetal was able to take out some very serious certified screens that were extremely good. Your product, no, I didn't do too well. It was too light. Let's figure out what we're getting. That's what I'm curious about. Can't find any research on it. We can't find nothing on it. Don't know really what we're getting. I'm thinking it's just going to be the same thing. It's going to be the Frankenstein. Pretty much that's what it's going to be. See that little square piece in the middle? That's you. See this whole outside screen here? That's bullseye primer. Really no difference. Actually, the bullseye primer performed better, much better.
It's nice. It's just a nice, warm way there. Yeah.
So we know your stuff. We know your stuff. He can't, like I said, we gave him the opportunity. This is the reason why. It's 2 reasons why we gave him, well, actually 1 reason why. We gave him the opportunity to make our products. If you ever saw those demonstrations, we give him permission to make the product. Because we wanted to see exactly where your extensive knowledge landed at when it came to black technology. And clearly by the ingredients you had on the table shows that you don't know jack at the end of the day. I was the worst demonstration ever seen. Number 1, the fact that you sat there and you, oh, that's our white levels on our gunmetal next to yours. The fact that you sat there and you took silver and you took water and you were just messing. It's like watching a 3-year-old in the kitchen trying to make a cake. You're messing. And mix all this together. You do know exactly what you just did, since you don't understand how chemicals and how things work at the end of the day. Let me explain it to you. When you take water and you add that into silver, you have now expanded silver level. It's a lot in there now. It's more silver than what it is. And what's going to happen is when you throw that silver into that black paint, because you think for some reason the silver is going to actually cause white levels. That's what you think. I'm pretty sure I'm in your head right now. So you think the white levels or white paint, we've seen you do before, that you add into black paint is going to trigger a white level effect. Nah, ain't never going to happen, period. It's just too much black in there. It's going to basically overshadow it. So what happens is adding in that water into that silver, all you did was just expand the limit, the amount of silver that now can basically alter and change the black levels, in which it did. So when you dropped that in there, you kept staring and staring and staring, and I'm pretty sure inside your head you're thinking, why is this not solid black? Because you literally have you've expanded the reach of the silver. So when that silver made contact with that black, it turned it gray. And that's why your rollers kept coming up gray. Because the last I checked, if you paint a wall black, guess what? Your rollers come up black. If you paint it blue, it comes up blue. You don't paint a screen blue and the rollers come up yellow. It comes up the same color as what you're applying to. And your rollers kept coming up gray. You tried this twice and you failed twice. And each time you've removed something out of it, but you still kept coming up with it.
This one is salmon.
So we know from that, giving you that little experiment, and Jamie, we do this. We send stuff to you to give you experiments for you to go out and do it because we know you're very arrogant. You always have something to prove, so it's easy to get you to do stuff for us. So to see exactly where your knowledge lands at in black technology, that's why I made that statement, because we needed to see how far your mind or could travel, how much you knew about black technology. And by the ingredients of what you showed on the table, let us know at the end of the day, you don't know anything about it at all, period. That's why you failed multiple times. That's why when we went out and did the demonstration for you, if you notice, our rollers were solid black. And even at solid black, they still couldn't match our technology because we did this test already. We did it a couple of years back. We made 4 different individual black paints that were actually darker than what you showed in your video, and none of them can match the screen. I've heard it all. Trust me, I've heard it all from him, different forum sites. What do we use to make a screen generate white light? Let's put it this way. It'll take you 8 years or so and a lot of freaking faith in God to get it done. It's a very, very interesting task on how to get a screen to generate white light. But you'll never figure it out because what I've seen on the table already, you can't make black technology. That's why all your products end up being this dark gray. That's as far as you can go. Your ceiling has been cut off completely. You can't expand outside that. Yeah. And from what I've seen in your gray products, they're horrible. Absolutely horrible. Because again, if you make a product dark, it still has to read white light. This is what the certified screens figured out. When the black diamonds and all the screens came out, that's why they had that reflective surface. That reflective surface generates white light. Because they knew their white levels were going to drop the minute they made the screen darker. That's the sacrifice. Depends on how much sacrifice you're going to lose in the process. And he sacrifices a lot. Now, when these screens are on a standalone by themselves, you won't notice it. You won't notice any screen on a standalone. You really won't see it. Like if you take, okay, let's say black diamond, right? I'd like the demonstration when the guy takes a screen and he moves it around on the screen. People looking at a white screen and they think there's nothing wrong with it. They think they're picking up this beautiful image. Until you take that technology and you stick it against that screen and go, oh shoot, you're missing all the blues and reds and all the different colors. You wouldn't have noticed that unless there was another high performance screen sitting next to it. You wouldn't know the difference at all, period. If you were looking at it on a standalone, you would think you were actually seeing color, you were seeing contrast and all that, but you're actually not seeing anything at all. Now, people that are used to staring at these screens all day long will stare at your screen and go, yeah, your screen's washed out. And you go, no, it's not washed out. It looks perfectly fine to me. Until they pick that sample sheet and stick it against your screen and go, I see it now. There you go. And that's what we see a lot. We see a lot of people that when they come across these problems, the first thing they do is they start dumping money into projectors because they figure the projector's going to fix the problem. It's going to fix it by a little bit. That's it. You still are not getting for what you paid for. This is why in our demonstrations, we use low, cheap, unwanted projectors to show you that we don't have to use expensive machines to make a screen look amazing. When I did the demonstration outside on a 250-inch screen, we had people that were contacting us. They thought we were using a 7,000, 8,000 lumen projector because that's usually the requirement for a screen that's huge and 27 feet back. In that environment, that's the screens projectors will use. They use 7,000, 8,000 lumen projectors. So with that being said, as I said before, when we told them it was a 4,000 lumen projector, it was 27 feet back. And mind, they'll pick up projectors with extremely high res because they're going to lose this in the process. They're going to lose that resolution because the screen's not black, it's white. So we're using a projector with a 3,000:1 contrast, 27 feet back, and it's only 4,000 lumens, and it could generate an image in a black level that looks that freaking amazing. If you saw the demonstrations on the white levels, it generates so much white light that the grass in front literally started to turn white. That's how powerful that technology is. And we told people what it is. They were like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Yes, a $270 projector in that demonstration. That's when people contact us, and the first thing they ask us, what kind of projectors are you using? Those projectors are on eBay, really cheap, old projectors. Some of them, we don't even use the HDMI. We use adapters in the back of them. We're not even running off HDMI signal. We're using just a regular VGA to HDMI adapter. So imagine if we're getting all that from these old knockoff projectors that nobody will touch with a 10-foot pole, Imagine what your screen will look like, or your projector will look like hitting that technology. That's why these gray screens require these expensive projectors, because again, they're trying to put back something into the screen that they can't seem to get out. And from what I've learned already from talking to these distributors, what they know at the end of the day is what we're about to change for them. This is why the screen's going to blow up. This is why it's going to become extremely popular, because of traditional practices. I go on forum sites, it's the same traditional practice. You have to be in an ambient light controlled environment. You have to have extremely high contrast levels on your projector. You're going to have to calibrate. You got to do all this stuff in order to get the screen to work. They've never seen a screen come in that's 100% black and can pull a contrast level regardless of what projector you own, as long as it's name brand. You don't have to calibrate. You don't have to do any of that. It's ultra short though compatible. It does all this. And the one thing that's going to blow their mind, that technology and all our technology has the ability to take on gunmetal technology, real gunmetal technology, which means this is going to cause a bit of a frenzy. It's going to cause a lot of frenzy. A lot of frenzy. And I'll tell you that much right there. Because now we're going to have big companies trying to buy me out. They're going to need to. They're going to have to. Think about it. You have a corporation built on a screen. Big company, right? Somebody comes in with a technology that can do everything that your screen can't do. It can topple your technology. What's the first thing you're going to do? Buy them out. That's what you're going to do. You're going to offer them tons of money to disappear. Because this is basically going to knock you off your pedestal. Whatever screen right now that is the highest and most advanced screen on the market right now, it's going to knock them off their pedestal. Unless they basically work hard to compete with us and develop a black technology, certified black technology, which we have been requesting for a long time. Now, once they design this black technology, again, to go against our technology, they're still going to not be able to compete with us because due to the fact that our products are much cheaper than a $5,000 screen. And if you think a gunmetal screen at $3,000 to $5,000 is going to be expensive, imagine a black version of this technology. They can't charge you less. That doesn't make any sense at all. This would implode their capital. You got to think business at the end of the day. These guys like this right here, they don't know business. They don't know how to think business. They don't know anything about strategy, nothing. They make cheap products. That's all they know. You got to know business in this field. You got to know how it all works. So our main goal is more than just developing this new technology for 2024. Is to push other companies to strive to push and make black technology certified value, because we have something coming up in 2025 that needs that technology. I like the way you think. See what I mean? And these guys are worrying about us at the end of the day. See, that's what I'm saying. You guys, you naysayers out there, come on YouTube. You do your demonstrations with your fake products, untested products. And you guys think so small. You think so small. You're worried about us at the end of the day. You're not worried about the tones, because the tones could destroy you in a hot second. I can show you, go to Home Depot, Sherman. Matter of fact, I'm going to be doing that with your product, Jamie. I'm going to go to multiple paint stores and match your stuff to multiple different paints and show that your product's going to match just about everything we grab out of a store. I'll even pop over in Walmart and buy their brand. I bet you it'll match your stuff. Matter of fact, while I'm over there, I might buy some black paint too. I need a challenge. But anyway, so you guys think so small. You guys are so worried about me at the end of the day. We don't think about you guys at all. I just come out of here just to crush you guys real fast, to keep you in your place. That's it. Our future is not based on what you have. You have nothing there of challenge for me. What would you have? Honestly, do I have to design a gray screen paint to knock out your stuff? I don't have time for that. Gray screen paints are done. We moved on. We got better and bigger fish to fry at the end of the day. My technology and what we got planned for 2024 is engineered and directed. This is why I decided to go with a distributor. It's because once that screen hits a distributor level, they are going to basically put that technology against other screens. They're going to do it. And they're going to find out that that technology is more advanced than the certifies. And that right there is going to cause a bit of a firestorm. That means any ABS forums, any site that you have right now that claim that any of these gunmetal technologies are more superior, our technology is going to be able to replace this at a very affordable price. Consider the fact these guys were doing $5,000, $6,000, $8,000, $10,000, $18,000 screens. We're going to be way below under that level, which means it's going to make our screen an extremely high demanding the screen. On top of that, with it being a limited edition, it's going to push it even higher to the roof of being even more of a high demand, because you can't just go in and get this screen. This is a screen that you have to pretty much luckily find and get. If you're popping in one of those baskets, you can get one. So it's going to put the product through the roof. And of course, these black screens, these certified screens are going to see this. Now, any smart businessman at the end of the day, if you see a company that's rising up and it has the ability to take you out, the first thing you need to do is to figure out how to make a technology to compete with this technology. They can't come down to our price level. That they cannot do. But they still have a fan base at the end of the day that will buy from them no matter what. So they're going to have to come out with a black technology, because now the rave is going to be, hey, guess what? You don't have to have you don't have to have a 10,000, 20,000, 2 million to 1 contrast. It's not required, because this screen actually pulls a beyond 100% contrast, because it's 100% jet black. You know what that's going to cause ripple effect for? Projection screen companies, because now they no longer need to put in these high amounts of contrast, because there's black screens on the market. That saves you more money. That's less you have to spend for a projector. This causes the ripple effect. But they call it the pecking order. If you know what birds, the pecking order. So this is what it's going to cause. Now, through all of this, what this is going on, the certified screen is going to say, hey, look, we got to make a black screen. Because there is no way in the world we're going to say that at the end of the day, and this is the big point of what these gunmetal screens talk about, better contrast, better contrast. Get this screen, it gives you better contrast, gives you better black levels. All that's going to be out the window. You can't say that when you got a 100% black screen sitting right in front of you. That means you don't have no longer a black, you don't have a blacker contrast. So what do you have to do? They're going to have to develop a black technology in order to compete with our technology, which we need them to do anyway. Because the reason why we need that black technology is because when the 2025 hits, we have a screen coming out, and it's a very rare commodity, and I mean extremely rare. It's almost about an $80,000 screen. We only make one of these in the entire world. And the reason why that screen is going to be of great value, because the technology that these certified screens put in to develop their new black technology to be able to compete with our technology, this technology will come out and wipe all that clean in one hit, which means their efforts were worth nothing. It's all about business at the end of the day. It's to show companies at the end of the day that no matter how hard you try, we will always be more advanced than you. Even though you dug deep and you pulled your best to compete with one of our black screens, we have a technology coming out in 2025 that's designed to wipe everything clean. There you go. That's how you do business. And you have to back it up. You gotta back it up. Because if you don't back it up, then, you know, you're just you're just lying at the end of the day. You're just lying. That's all you're doing. So that's the whole plan for the 2024 technology. It has nothing to do with you, Jamie. It has nothing to do with you, Partey. You guys think so small at the end of the day. You're like this annoying gnat that gets in our face from time to time. We just have to swat you a few times, put you in your place, we can go back to work. That's it. You can't think on that level, because again, you have to get past the gray tones. You have to do, there's so much testing you have to do. You don't even own enough projectors to do enough testing. You don't have enough environment to do enough testing at all. You don't. Your product will stay way down there and we'll be rising way up there. I told you when I first started my company, my sites were never ever on great products. Our sites were on certified, always on certified, because it was a more superior technology. Yeah, $80,000 screen. And we'll get the money for it too. Because after we already build our foundation for our black technology, and this is the only place I want to sell my product, the only place. I'm not going to have anybody else sell my product except for them. Once we build that platform, once we basically establish that tier for what true black technology looks like compared to gunmetal technology, then the next stage is to basically get them to basically work harder to build a better and more advanced black screen to compete with us. Meanwhile, we already have a technology waiting for them. We just need that screen technology to be black. If they come up with a gunmetal, it's no point. See, now we're able to force them to get what we need to get done. They can't bring out another gunmetal screen when you have a black screen circulating on the market. That's stupid. That's a waste of money. They have to bring that black screen out. They don't have a choice. Yeah, they do not have a choice. No one's going to want a screen that you can't produce a 100% black level on. Kind of smart, ain't it, huh? God's a mastermind. Not me. God's a mastermind. I was thinking about y'all. That's why I said we've been telling y'all that for a long time. We're not thinking about y'all. I got bigger things I'm working on. I got bigger towers and bigger things I'm building at the end of the day. You guys are just obsessed with me because at the end of the day, when you think about it, I become the bigger dog. And the reason why is because I don't need you guys at the end of the day to build credibility. I don't. I can take out a certified. This is what we like to go against. Black paints and all that stuff. The stuff you guys are scared to go near. We touch that stuff because this is what we like to do. So we don't. You're not on my level. We don't get any credit for taking you out at all. Period. But you get credit if you can take one of our screens out. That shows you we're the bigger dogs. There you go. So we're going to get your product down here. We're going to do some proper testing. I'm definitely going to put you against the new Alpha CINEMAX. Alpha CINEMAX has, if you've seen the announcement, yeah, there's a screen coming out. We have a screen coming in for it. We actually chose one of the darkest and the best that they have to offer. So we're definitely going to get some emails about that. We are definitely going to get some emails about that. So, but it is, you can't do anything about it. As long as, like I said, I had a friend of mine, he's an attorney. He's told me exactly how to do the demonstration. That's what we're going to do. And that's going to put the Alpha CINEMAX on I'm not going to say anything. I'm just saying, let's see how it works out. Let's just see if the screen can take on that powerful technology, if it can do it. Also, too, I know Jamie tried to make a product like ours, which is that nonsense. You see right there, we're going to put you against this product also, too, that he calls it Alpha. You spelled Alpha incorrectly. You spelled it for the car. So it sounds like a car paint, not a house screen paint. But anyway, yeah, you're going to be put against the product we have here, the one you tried to basically downgrade. Mind you, your stuff is gray, charcoal gray. That's a solid black screen, so... see right there. I haven't had that sample sheet in so long. This is very interesting too. It's very interesting. Something to think about. Well, we definitely need it anyway because the 2024 technology, it has to be put against. As a matter of fact, I have it right here. I have the TV technology right here. I can have a look at it side by side. I want to see what that looks like next to that TV technology. Let's see. It's the primer. Let me see. And I'll be buying some more tablecloths and stuff like that. So we got to test against tablecloths, stuff like that. Let me see. Oh, the hybrid mix. We definitely have to get the hybrid mix on here because the hybrid mix and the CINEMAX look exactly the same. That I'm gonna have somebody go buy that for us because we don't want him tampering with that. We don't want him messing with that. Let me see. Definitely want to make sure we get that one tested. Here we go. This is an interesting one for you folks.
You want to go you can't claim it as a patent or a copyright, none of that, period.
This is your product, Jamie, right here. Is this not true? We're going to make this mixture right here. I'm putting this mixture against, now this won't match the darker mix that you have. It won't match it. But that hybrid mix, CINEMAX, and personal mix, this will match it. This is the Metallica 2.0. This is how to make it. There's the ingredients right here. He got extremely upset over this video. Why? You made the video. And by the way, you got to stop saying that the other mix that you have is your first mix, because it's not. This would be it. This is when Jamie used to give out products for free. Did you know that? History lesson real quick? Yeah, so bottom line is Jamie never sold screen paint products. Jamie gave all his products away for free. That's why this video right here exists. It shows you how to make the Metallica Mix 2.0. Excuse me, I'm bumping my stand here, which is 2 tablespoons of black paint. Interesting thing about this is when we did this demonstration, we didn't put this against the Metallica Mix. It would be pointless to put it against the Metallica Mix. We put it against the personal mix to see how well it would match. But this is how you make the product. And then keep in mind, when the other products came here, we actually made all the products the exact same way this one went. The reversals, the Metallica, the personal, they all did the same thing. Even the Cinemax. We made the Cinemax also.
How good this is.
All right, Jamie. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to swatch you real quick, get you done, get your products over here, get them all tested as they should be. I'm going to give you the opportunity to process the order and ship it right here, because I'm not going to, it's just a headache. I have to go to other people, but again, you can't back your stuff at the end of the day because it's fake. So, but I'm going to give you the opportunity. I did give you 1 week. We did give you that, so no one can say we didn't. You had 1 week to do the tests. They're not hard to do. We can knock your stuff out in about a day. I'm going to be recording my travels of me going to different hardware stores and buying different forms of gray paint. How much gray paint matches this screen? Yeah, we're going to definitely find that out. We're not going to do one. We're going to do quite a lot. So we're going to spend a whole day on you, a whole day. That means a whole day of me not working in here, a whole day of me not doing this and that. I'm going to put some orders on hold. I'm going to take care of you. And I'm going to get all this done. So we can show at the end of the day your product doesn't work. On top of that, I'm going to put you against that new TV technology. You know what that stuff can do at the end of the day. And that stuff is at 60%. Man, it's going to turn you into a white sheet of paper. I swear it's not going to go well. Really not going to go well at all.
Okay, everybody.
And we'll have receipts to bear on everything.
What's your ball time?
Now, as for Danny, oh man, I can't wait to test that stuff. That black paint, I can't wait to get my hands on that, because I'm just curious why it doesn't work with Ultra Sure Throw. I can get everyday black paint to work on an Ultra Sure Throw. It's not going to have the brightest white levels next to our technology, but it does work. I mean, at the end of the day, and like I said, it's still going to come up dirty. Compared to our technology, we've done it dozens of times on Ultra Short Throw and low-level projectors and all that stuff. So you have to be to show that difference between night and day. So the reason why people buy our products is because we can show the difference between the two. But I guarantee you, I know automatically what's going to happen. If you have a screen paint and it's having a problem with an Ultra Sure Throw, that is a major red flag. How do you not get an Ultra Sure Throw to work? You are sitting on top of the screen. That's like you taking your projector, disconnecting it from the ceiling, and pushing it right up against your screen. You know, you can have all your lights on, you have a little small image, but that screen's not going to wash out. You're not going to have any problems because there's no distance throw to disrupt the picture. How in the world you do not work on these projectors? So we have to test that theory out. He said his product works at 2,000 lumens. Do you know that black house paint will pick up at 1,000 lumens? Do you know this? We know this. We do all this test. We did a black versus black. Guess what? We put up 1,000 lumen projector. It'll pick up on the black screen, but it'll come up dark next to our technology, but it still picks up. It just comes up dirty. So I've definitely got to test that out. I know we're going to get our money back. We definitely know that. 2 reasons why. 1, he can't back the product. 2, he's afraid to give up his address. That's why. So I'm just going to contact somebody. They'll get it either way. Now, if he cancels their order, then we know he's not getting any orders in. How would you know which order is which if somebody else makes the order? Unless that's the only order that you're receiving and it popped up, and you definitely would know it's us. If nobody else is buying it, that's how I would know. That's a major red flag. As I said before, screen paints should never have any problems on Ultra Sure Throws. The Ultra Sure Throw theory started with the certified screens, because they have this reflective surface. It's called a narrow viewing cone. Matter of fact, sometimes if you're mounting your projector, depending on what screen, not saying all of them, if you mount your projector, you have to have it right in line with the screen. If it's a little bit off, you get these really dark edges around the corner. That's narrow viewing cone effect that's triggering off. So it has to be aligned just right with the screen. Yeah, I know all this stuff. I tested so much stuff, it's not even funny. So, you know, today's screens now, they're much better now. That reflective really doesn't really pull off all that much, but it's still there, to tell you the truth. Some of, if you turn to the side, they get a little dark. You have to be right in front of them. They have that issue that pops up from time to time. But paint doesn't have that problem. The only issue you would have with paint is whether or not it's going to work in a well-lit environment, whether the colors and contrast and all that's going to pick up. That's what you're going to have to deal with. So if you have a black screen like ours on an Ultra Short Throw projector, and you got a gray screen on an Ultra Short Throw projector, our screen's going to generate a higher contrast. It's going to be to pick up white levels, it's going to pick up contrast, and pick up color. That's why the white level tests are very important to do. You have to do that to see the comparison of where your white levels are coming up and how they have to be fixed. This allows you to tweak your screen. Have to do this. So, yeah, I don't know how that's possible. how a paint doesn't pick up on an ultra short throw. Black paint can do it. So that's gonna be great to test out. We're on the 25th. So the 25th, I have to go in and I have to have a look at his site because he said the product was supposed to be available. The gray product, the black product is available, but the gray product is supposed to be available, and I want to get my hands on that because I do want to test that against some of the gray paints we are going to be picking up. I like that white metal. That white metal is actually really good. I haven't been that fascinated over gray paint since I've seen the Network Gray. Network Gray is really good. I mean, really, really, really good. That's a real dangerous one right there. That thing can knock out about 4 or 5 year gray paints easily. Very good. But that white metal by Bear, oh man, that's really good. It's really good color. I'm definitely going to be picking up these samples. I'm gonna pick up some samples from there. We're gonna drop over to Lowe's. I think we got an Ace is the Place, I think, around there somewhere around there. I'm gonna pick some stuff up from them. Pretty sure we got a Benjamin Moore around here somewhere. Sherman Williams, I'm pretty sure. I probably got to go all the way out to Whitehall to get it, but whatever, road trip. And let's go pop over. I'm gonna go pop over to Walmart. Walmart's got a paint section too, so let's go pop over there and pick up some stuff and see what they got over there too. See what'll match up. Now this is me right here mixing the product. We paint it all down to the screens right there. We make it ourselves. Look at the color of it. Paint it all in. Same thing.
When even with the light, I wouldn't be able to find any of this sort of stuff if something happened. And you know, he's very.
And keep in mind, this is a product that he was selling on his website and charging people at one point $60 for this product. Boy, that's dirty. That's really dirty. That's really, really, really dirty. Now I'm going to show you something right here. So right here, because I got to get going. I got some things I got to do today. I got more orders we got to process for the day. And thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So I work so hard to make good products for you guys. You know, I got other stuff. Don't worry about it. We got the rare screens coming out because I had a few people telling, well, you know, if you're making this up in 2024, it's going to be hard for people to get their hands on it. Yeah, that is true. That's a limited edition screen, but we got other stuff coming out involving that Element 77. Oh, the acoustic screens. I can't wait to start working on those. Those are going to be really nice for our customers. The customers love those acoustic screens. So we're going to have those right there. We got these gamer screens coming out. They're going to be glass because we're going to be making them at 24 by 48. They're going to be glass screens. And they're not going to be shipped in a box. It's a special case we're going to have. You can slide these things into this hard case that you slide it into. These things are going to be sick. I'm actually getting one for myself. Well, I'm making one for myself. I make the stuff. Because I had a couple of people I talked to were gamers, like, well, gamers don't really, you know, PC gamers don't require really big screens. You know, we like the smaller screens. And I was like, okay, what about 24 by 48? Does that sound like pretty good? Yeah, it's pretty good size. So that's what we're going to go do. We're going to design a gamer screen. I might do the Sugar Plum Fairy. Oh, yeah, that would be sick. I think we're going to keep them in a gamer format. So we keep them at 24 by 48 in glass. And we do those, the Leviathan and the Sugar Plum, for just those screens only. That would be sick. Because then we can keep them strictly to that gamer format kind of design. Oh, that'd be hot. You can customize the cases and everything. Oh, you gotta see these cases. These cases are big. You ever seen we'll have a perfect way to put it. You know how you get dental floss and it has that case that you pop open the top? That's what these cases look like. It has two slits as a slitting. We can actually slide the glass right into it. That's what they're gonna look like. We're gonna put these huge wrap design, artistic wrap designs. One's gonna have a Leviathan with the huge eye in the front. Oh, I wish I could make that thing computerized. I can make it hologram, probably do it that way. That'd be kind of cool. So it moves back and forth. But that's what we're gonna put them in. They're gonna be glass. And we're going to have to make a stand system for them too, so they stand up and all that. We have to put a stand system in there so you can actually build a stand around it, put it all together, and it'll stand out and do all that stuff. That'll be front and rear technology, so you know that. So right there, and did I pick it up already? Let me see if I picked it up already. Did I go back and pick it up already? This is where he had the sample sheet of Jamie's product, which is the personal mix. So it's curious to see how close would the personal mix versus the Metallica mix, how close would it match? You hear that? In the background, that's Jamie back there ranting. Does he know we're not in that room anymore? Jamie, we're not in there anymore. We're in here. You got the wrong room. Besides, no one can see you because your freaking page just popped up there.
People get triggered by the funniest things. You know how many comments
Yeah,
you get?
well, I'm curious what we're going to get here. I can't wait to test this stuff out. I'm going to make a version of the reversal. We use this ingredients how to do it. So what we did in the reversal, like I said, we just turned it, used black for the base instead of white because it took forever to drop tons of black paint to turn it. We just took the black base and instead of putting in 2, we put in 6 and we got a match of the UV mix that matched perfectly. So what we're going to do is when this product gets over here, it should react the exact same way as the mix we're going to be making over here. Same thing. Nothing special about it.
This week, because I don't know if I just suddenly found a whole load of scams or scammers found me, but man, some of the comments were bizarre.
Look at the match on that. That's black and white paint. Projector I'm using is a 1080p Chrissy. That's what I'm using behind you. It's a 1080p Chrissy. Look at that.
And use uppercase. If you can't express yourself, and that's what it means by the way when you do uppercase. If you can't express yourself without screaming at
No, Jamie, you can't get upset. What are you going to get upset about? We gave you a week. We gave you a week to get the test done. I told you on camera, if you didn't get it done, I'll do it for you. I'm not doing it. And again, you see him clicking in the back and he thinks we're in the room with him. I think he's in here. Is he in here or is he over there? I don't know. But you have to understand, this has nothing to do with the dumb stuff that you do. We let the law enforcement and lawyers handle that. This has to do with the fact that you're a fraud and that you rip off your customers and we expose you for what you are. If you felt that you could back your products up, you had a week to do this. You have no one to blame but yourself. You can't get angry at me at the end of the day. Your products are fake. If it's not me, somebody else is probably doing this.
stop the virtue signal. God, he can be irritating.
So I made that for free. And Jamie showed me how to do it. He showed me how to make that product for free. You're gonna get mad about it. Isn't that your demonstration? Didn't you just show me how to make your product for free? And that's what I did. I made your exact product. And I went on here and I put it against a different mix, which is a personal mix. And it matched. So I'm going to put this against the Hybrant mix. I'm going to put this against the Cinemax. I'm going to put it against your products to see how much of this stuff will match. Then we'll do some free paints. We'll do some paints we'll pick up over at Home Depot and Lowe's. Now look at the contrast levels. Contrast levels, same thing as the paint we just made. Nothing changed.
He's just got a natural ability to drive. Sucks at a lot of other stuff.
Nothing changed. Not a thing changed. And I'm sitting there like, oh. Oh. Now, for those of you who've never seen the demonstration we did on the blacklist, testing, we're the first ones who tested this product against Network Grade 773. Do you know he matched 3 paints? Not just one. The Cinemax wasn't the only one that matched. The Personal and Metallica both matched to Network Grade. When he did the demonstration, he just did it with the Cinemax because, again, he wasn't going to do another demonstration. That was not going to happen. Look at that. And I didn't even need an expensive 4K projector to match your stuff. Nothing special about it at all, period. Now, I am going to test that theory on that product. You say it's not for home use, right? Why is it not for home use? I've asked him this question. Why is it not for home use? What happens if I use this in a home? What happens? Compared to doing this in a commercial site, what's going to happen to the screen? Is it going to go dark? Is it going to hotspot? Is the projector not going to work? What's going to happen? What's going to be the outcome? I don't think it's going to be any problem at all. I think it's going to work perfectly fine with no problem at all due to the fact he put stuff in there to try to fluff it up to make it seem like it's something that it's not. Look at the greens popping up. Look at that. And I made that. Your tutorial. I didn't have to, Jamie, at the end of the day, mix something up. I used your own tutorial to make that stuff. Now that's why the video is missing. That's why you can't find it. And this is why it's not posted to his website. Wouldn't you think this is the video you'd want to see on the website before you make a purchase? A comparison? Look at that. And I know he's probably thinking, oh, you hate. No, Jamie, I have no hatred towards you at all. I really don't. The dumb stuff that if I had hatred toward you, Jamie, you would have been handled a long time ago. Excuse me, people, for saying this outside the law. I have connections. I'm tired. I would have basically put in one phone call and you would have disappeared off the earth if I had hatred for you. No. I don't have hatred for you at all, period. I don't fill my day making someone else angry over somebody else. No, I don't do that at all. I did it when I was younger. When I was a young buck, I used to basically obsess and hate people. But now today, I'm younger. I'm older, not younger. I don't do that at all, period. I don't allow the devil to get in there and basically put things in my head and think of schemes and stuff. You do that nonsense. I just come out here and just show you the facts. That's what I show you. I show you what you are at the end of the day. I don't have to bring hatred to the game for that. All I have to do is just basically show and prove what kind of person you are. That's it. There's no hatred in there. I don't hate you at all one bit. If I hated you, buddy, at the end of the day, all this paperwork could have been filed years ago. Years ago. You would have never received any cease and desist order from me at all. You'd have never received any warnings, nothing at all. You'd have woke up and there'd have been somebody sitting at your front door asking who you are. That's what would have happened. You'd have been served, dropped in court. That's what would have happened from the door, Jamie. You have to understand. I don't have no hatred towards you. But you do dirty stuff and you need to be exposed. And this is what you're getting. You're getting exposure. Because you lie about things. You don't tell the truth. No one thinks about you all day. Please. There's so much stuff going on, it's not even funny. I just take the time out of my schedule to show you why, and to customers to warn them, don't buy this product because you will get ripped off. Now, can you show us any tests? Any tests. As a matter of fact, I'll do you another favor here. I'll give you another week. You got another week to get the test done. If you don't, we go and we execute. We buy everything off your site and we're done. You got one more week. I'll give it to you. I'll make the announcement. One more week. I'm giving you an opportunity to back your stuff. My goodness. By then, my other sample will be here and I can start working on that test for that new technology. We'll give him another week. But no one has any hatred. He wants people to believe that, oh, everybody hates me, this, so and so and so. That might have worked when you were 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. You're a grown man. Cut it out. And they don't pull the Karen card. Test your stuff so that way the consumer knows what they're buying. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Jamie, you've missed the whole point on what we do at the end of the day. You've missed the whole point. You have taken so many wrong paths, you have missed what we do. We develop screen paint products for the customer. We develop a product that is tested, a product that we can stand behind to basically produce a better product than the certified screens. You messed it up. It was never ever about great paints versus great paints. We had our little back and forth, but that's as far as it went. That was basically about it. The winner just quietly went in and designed this product, and that was it. That was the end of it. And everybody went about their business. But the main goal behind the screen paint products was the certified technology, because that was the main threat to our products. Because this is a screen that can show amazing ambient light rejection technology, picks up darker shades of gray. It pulls beautiful colors. It's extremely expensive, yes. That's the only reason why the paints were able to survive those certified screens, because the screens were expensive and customers would lean toward the paints. You messed it up. It was never for a battle against gray and blacks fighting each other. It was us against certifieds. That's what it was. To prove at the end of the day that a screen paint could be just as good or better than a certified screen. You messed that up. You caused that rift at the end of the day. I would have never come in and done testing on anybody's product like this. I never had to. It was always certified. You go back and you look at my digital 4K Crystal Onyx, my digital 1 Crystal screen paints. We weren't doing any testing against other paints. It was us against the certifieds. We were going against the certifieds. That's why when I tested myself against Diamond, Diamond contacted us and they saw, oh shoot, there's a screen paint out there that actually can basically at the end of the day can compete with us. That's what it was about. You messed it up. You made it where now paints are fighting each other. So I'm going to squash you once and for all. I'm going to take you off the market. I'm going to bring your products in. I'm going to wipe your stuff clean. That's what I'm going to do. That's what it's about at the end of the day. You messed everything up with that dumb nonsense you did. And then you fill the internet with information that doesn't even make any sense. So it's my job to come in and clean it up. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy all your stuff, bear all receipts for everything we purchase, put yourself through proper testing as it should go through, and wipe your stuff clean. And if anybody else at the end of the day feel that they want to follow down the same guideline as you, as basically putting on fake products that don't even exist in their shopping carts, stealing images off Google to try to make people think that that's how their products actually look, all that dumb stuff, making fake gains or gain range, what the freak is that at the end of the day? Just doing all kinds of circus ride dumb stuff in the day. I'm going to make it so basically all screen paints required to be tested. Their specification sheets have to say what they're designed to do. That way the consumer doesn't get ripped off. You messed it up. You did all that. So that's what it's about, buddy. It's about evening the playing field. And I started evening the playing field when it was about certified screens, because I couldn't see how anyone could spend $3,000, $5,000 for a screen. And I thought to myself, you know what? There's got to be a better way. That's why I started developing my technology. I don't know what your purpose before, but that was mine about. Basically, you know, I didn't want to spend $3,000 for a gray wolf. I wonder if that company's still in business anyway. But anyway, yeah. You see that? So that's what happened. This is why I said he is the perfect poster child for why screen paints must be tested. Now, if you're giving this stuff away for free, at the end of the day, you have to warn people at the end of the day, it's not going to work the way you claim it does. You can't make claims on something that you said it's just not going to work. At one point, he claimed that the Cinemax pulled a 100% black level. Oh, gee whiz. Unbelievable. So there you go. Yes, we were able to turn around and take the product. We made his product for free. We didn't have to pay any money for it. This is your product laying against superior black technology. That's what your screen does against our technology. That's my 235.1 screen in the demonstration. This is what you look like next to our technology. Your screen won't register. Our screen can generate a white level, and it also too can generate a contrast level, which allows it to have a perfect color balance. You need white in order to pick up colors. You have to have that. It's one of the things I see when I watch black screens. We look at those color levels and are really, really dark and gritty, and it tells me at the end of the day it's not generating a good enough white level. That's the problem there.
What I have to say about that, because it's getting out of control.
So I don't want you to think at the end of the day, oh, he hates me. No, buddy. Quite frankly, I don't even think about you. I got so much stuff going on through my head right now. It's not even funny right now. So no, I just come out here to take the time to basically back up everything that I say, because I do back up everything that I say. And your stuff just isn't testing. It doesn't work. We can go back and show videos in our archives where we had your stuff here and it never worked. Ever. Nothing. Same stuff. So, you know, we'll do it again. This time I'll just buy everything off your site. This time. Just do it all at once. Just get it done.
Anyway, let's have some bright notes. TV.
Now, I'll give you 1 week. Again, you have 1 week to test your products. I would suggest you do it. And that way, you can, you don't have to, keep in mind, you're not proving this to me. You got to understand that. It's not proving it to me, Jamie. You got to prove this to your customers. You're not proving this to me. You got to prove this to your customer. This is where you get mixed up here. You think it's proven to me. No. This is for your customers. This is to prove to your customers that your product doesn't match house paint, and you can show a difference between night and day. Do you see the difference between my product right here laying against yours? You see the difference? It's the difference between night and day. It's no hiccup. It's no little bump. It's no little discoloration or whatever. It doesn't look exactly the same. This is what you have to do. This is what you have to prove. When you go against a gray screen, you're going to have to be to do this to it. Right there.
But I do like it. I do. So what are really good. And two other shows, basically two Ricky Gervais shows. One is Afterlife. I have watched that now, I think, 3 times.
Oh, no, we don't have to be there. We don't need this. We don't need this. Where's the other page at?
Great humor in it.
Here we go.
It really does. It's genius writing. I thoroughly recommend it if you haven't seen it. It's got a guy.
Now, this is our page right here. This is a Black Series Edition page. This right here is a shop. I got to finish my happy customer page. I only got around to finishing that yet. This is our page right there. Click on that and you pop over in here and you'll see our products pop up at the bottom. That's the new stuff coming out. And these are our products here, right here. So let's go pop over to our screen paints here. We have already in our site, roll down here. You can see that we have video demonstrations right there for you to watch by customers. Fully lit environment. Sorry about the curse word. I do apologize for that, but you know, customers. See how beautiful the colors pop? These are our demonstrations that we show, fully lit environments, high white levels, tests that we've done on our products versus white screens, which means they don't match our technology. We register a 100% black level. Skin tones that come up beautifully. Beautiful colors. Everything's done in fully lit environments. At the bottom, links for all our customers. Links here on the spray on demo, which we had a customer from England basically asked us about spraying the screen on. There you go right there, spray on demonstration. That was on site. Black versus black certified screens, which means anybody who comes on our channel and it says, hey, look, you know, I got a so-and-so screen. That what's the difference between your product? There it is right there. 1,000 lumen demonstration right there. Our product picks up at 1,500, but we always put down 1,000. Right here, black on black demonstration. You can go right there, click on it, see right there, that's the difference between our black technology and black fabric, and two different versions of black paint. This are white levels versus others. This is what your customers should be seeing on your site. In case for you, it would be a gray versus gray, which you can't do because you will match the screen. But this is what the customers should be seeing in a shopping cart. And that's not just you, any screen paint. Any screen paint on the market, this is what the customers should be to see. Customers are not getting upset over this. What customer in their right mind is going to sit there and get upset about something that's tested? Oh, this is tested? I don't want this. Give me the untested. No one's going to do that. You're going to want a product that's tested, so you know it works. When you ask me, where's my guarantees? These are my guarantees right here. My product works 100%. No matter where I go, where I gotta be at, where I'm gonna be at, it can be on the moon. It works. This is what you need to have on your site. Customers should be able to go in a shopping cart and get this information. This is when I was doing research, when I was going through other sites, not his. He didn't even exist then. We're talking about Good Screen, big companies like that, you know, Mighty Brighty, all of them. I'm going through their site and I'm looking at how do you set up a screen paint site? I'm looking through their stuff, how they did it. And I noticed that there were tons of pictures. There were no videos. There were just tons and tons of pictures. And I was like, man, that's not enough for me. Like, who the freak's going to believe me at the end of the day that I got to paint? And this is when I first started off, a paint that you paint on a screen and turn into a screen. Like, I got to have more than just pictures. And this is where the videos started. So they're shooting tons of videos on just about everything you could possibly think of. Painting it on this, painting it on that, weatherproof, different forms of projectors, just everything. Because we had to not only just back it up, but just the pictures weren't enough. Then we did pictures later on, but every picture we have matches the video. So when I record a video, I basically go back and I take pictures of each one, because if anyone hits that link, it brings it right back to the original video. And when I go on shopping carts and I look, it's just a whole bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure this stuff is accurate, you know, but at the end of the day, when I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not enough for the customers. There needs to be links in there. If you're telling me that thing's working at 1,000 lumens, I need to physically see this thing working on 1,000 lumens. So if I go on YouTube and I'm trying to find something that basically they said, hey, it works on 1,000 lumens, I'm looking for videos at 1,000 lumens to see how this thing looks. There's nothing there. It's just say. Gotta do more than just say. You have to back it up. I can tell you, I just can't understand at the end of the day. Just, you know, you're talking about shaking somebody. You just want to grab somebody by and just shake it. You gotta back it up. What the frick is wrong with you? Really? You're selling a product that literally doesn't have a showroom. No one can walk in and see this thing. They see it all online. You have to be able to show these people that this does exist. You have to prove it to them. So these tests are extremely important. Not only are they important, but you need these tests so you can troubleshoot your own stuff. Something pops up, you know how to do it because you tested it already. On top of that, who the freak wants to be on site and your stuff doesn't work? You know how embarrassing that would be? To be on site and your stuff matches black paint? Oh, great, good. I couldn't imagine that. That's horrible. You imagine, Jamie, if your stuff was in a showroom and a customer like me popped up. You think about that for a minute. And I go, huh. That looks like the same color gray paint I got on my wall. How do you know that won't match? Would that stuff match gray paint at the end of the day? Do you have any proof of that? I will come back with a bucket of gray paint. You think I won't? You got to, that's why I said you have to get into the mind of the customer. The customer is not going to think like you at the end of the day. Just not. Got to get in the mind of the customer. So that's why we have all these tests. Anytime I'm talking to a customer, what about 3D mapping? Here you go. That's why I bought the 3D mapping equipment. Because I had people asking me, does stuff work on 3D mapping equipment? I was like, it doesn't work on 3D mapping equipment. So I bought the equipment. You got to, man. Got to. There's a difference between when you're outside and you have a screen at 100 inches compared to 150, 180, and 250. It changes. A lot of people don't realize that. The reason why is because when you have a screen at 100 inches, you're at a shorter distance throw, number one. And number two, it's a more compressed screen. So your pixels are going to be much more compressed. Now, if you're doing this at 4K or 8K at around 250 inches, that means you're still going to have more tighter knit pixels. But if you're doing this at 720p at 27 feet back, then you are really putting a lot of stress on your pixels at like 600 by 800 res. At 18 feet back with a screen at 127 inches that sits in a bay of windows. Yeah. But black screens don't require high pixel counts because the screen generates automatically insane detail because it's black. See, I don't tell you all this. So customer can come in here, they can watch the demonstration right there for them to see. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm buying screen paint myself, guess what I want to see when I walk into a shopping cart? I want to be to see some demonstrations. I want to see back in those specifications. I want to make sure I get exactly what I paid for. When I design a screen, most likely it's for myself. That screen has to work in a fully lit environment. I'm not dimming my lights. I'm not buying expensive projectors. I'm definitely not going to calibrate. I'm not doing any of that at all, period. I don't want to do that. I want to be to paint the thing. It has to be easy because I'm not sitting there for 9 hours to paint some screen in with some difficult instructions. It has to be fast, quick, easy, have it done. Go to eBay, buy some cheap old projector, and that thing better look amazing when I look at it. That's what I want at the end of the day. And I'm pretty sure customers want the same thing. All right, people. Anything more on this would be a rant. And I'm not going to go any farther on this because we went way over time here. So I got to get cracking, Jackson. I got orders to get out the door. We will be shipping out on Taco. When we shipping out? Thursday? Thursday, right? All right, Thursday. Taco said Thursday. So we're shipping out on Thursday. Oh, no, not for Taco Tuesday. As a matter of fact, your people requested you. All right. Yeah, Taco's going to be out and about this summer. I got him a bubble bag, so we're going to be out and about. I mean, people want to see who Taco is. We talk about Taco quite a bit. The cat called Taco. I know the naysayers are already in here like, we're going to take all the information we got from here and we're going to use it to slander him. Knock yourself out. I don't care at the end of the day. Shoot, everything I do at the end of the day is going to look amazing, everything that we do. I can't wait to finish this. My floor is going to have a docking system into it. I can dock my PS5, my gaming system. Yo, I'm definitely gonna pick up a PS5 for this. All this stuff is I'm gonna be docking it right into the floor. It's gonna be sick. Oh, I can't wait to hook that up. Wait till you see the trigger system that I put into the floor. When I drop things in it, it's gonna light up around the system. I'm putting chasers in, so it's gonna actually light up every time I drop something in there. It's gonna have a charging system in there, all that. So that's gonna be fun because I get to build a floor. But anyway, people, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. Take this information, educate yourself before you buy things at the end of the day. We all know that. Do your research before you buy. Do your research on me at the end of the day. Go through our website, look at our demonstrations, do all that. It's very important. And also, too, on top of that, before you buy any of these products out here, make sure that they can back it up. Make sure that their products are tested before the product was sold. Look for that timestamp date. Now, at the bottom of our page, there's more black versus black demonstration. I will be expanding this list because we are bringing in the new Alpha CINEMAX. Has to be under black level test. As a matter of fact, while I'm actually out there buying all these samples for these gray screens out here to do testing on, I'll be picking up some black paint for myself. See how I talk at the end of the day? You don't hear them say that. While I'm out here doing these tests on this, I'm going to go pick myself up some gray paint to put against my gray products. You will never hear that at all. All right, so Jamie, you have another week. I'm pretty sure you're going to do nothing with it. But we know you're not going to do any testing. We know that. You're not going to do anything at all. But I'm just going to give it to you anyway. That's my product against black fabric, by the way. This kills, by the way. You know that? We get it all the time. People say, what about your product versus black fabric? We did it already. Been there and done it. But anyway, as I said before, I'm going to give you 1 week. I don't expect anything from you. We really don't. Anytime I give them challenges, we don't expect anything of them. It's like me walking over to that wall and say, hey, turn into water. I give you 1 week. We don't expect anything to happen. It's just not going to happen. We're just giving him the time to see if he can do it. The longer it takes for him, the worse it is for him to show he can't back his products up. So, again, I'm itching to get that other product down here. I want to see why we can't use this in this environment. We can't use it in a home environment. It doesn't work. It has to be business only. Yeah, it's going to be interesting how that one works at the end of the day. Aww. And also, too, we need to test the white levels. If it's real gunmetal, it should be to go against the gunmetal technology. As a matter of fact, I think I got in my... Oh, I do have that in my storage unit. I have a Dark Star 9 in there. I'm going to go get my Dark Star 9 out of there. So we're going to put him against some certified screens to see if he has real gunmetal at the end of the day. And we'll test his white levels and all that good stuff. When the other products get here, the Hybrid, the CINEMAX, the Personal Mix, and when they get here, we're going to basically put those against everyday household paints. One of the paints I'm actually really looking forward to is a product called... make sure I work this down. Because it looks really good. Really good. Matter of fact, we found it on here. Oh, it looked really good. Oh, yes, by Bear. White metal. White metal by Bear. That stuff looks really, really good. Let me see. See if I can track it here first. Looks really good. I'm going to get a sample of this. White metal by Bear. We only need a quart of this. That's all we need. That's Hush. Ooh, we got some more. Look at the ones we got in here. Yeah, you're worried about me at the end of this, which you're terrified of. White metal by Bear. This is a really nice color. Good tone to it. And this is the one we're going to be using for testing. There we are, right here. Beautiful, beautiful tone. Really good tone. And we made gray paints. If we still made them, that stuff would match just about everything we got. I'm going to look at that color. Look at that color. That color is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Now, against our products, black technology will wipe this clean, but still, as a gray, when I used to develop gray paints, this is actually really nice. It's really clean, has a good tone to it. This would match just about anything. This may be another product that's actually more of a nightmare than the Network Gray 773, which would be the bare white metal. This would be even worse. It may be even worse because it does have a bit of a more of a darker tone to it. So I'm definitely going to be picking up a sample of this. And look at the color when she paints it out. We're way up on the zoom here. Oh, wait. What was that? What was that? That was white metal. We got a flannel gray. Oh, what was that? I'll go back for a minute on that. We got a flannel gray. What's flannel gray? That's white metal. What was the other one was? That's white metal right there. That's the white metal right there. Let's look at that flannel gray. Oh, my goodness, yes. Oh, dropping my notes. We're going to need that. We're definitely going to need that. That's a good tone. I need a pen. All right, we're gonna get this right here. We definitely gonna buy this. This flannel. That flannel. Now, James, if you want, I'll put the list of these below. And you could go pick these up because we know we've seen in the demonstration, you do have a Home Depot close to you, so you can do the same test I'm going to be doing. Also, too, you can go pop over to Amazon and pick up that slip silver because I will be picking that up. Because we tried to get him to do that demonstration next to the Cinemax, and he just refused it. I mean, he refused it at all. Fought it tooth and nail. He just wasn't going to do it. Period. But I'll do it for you. Other people have already done it. We got a few people already done it, and it matched quite nicely. So we'll do it for him. We're definitely picking that up too. Look at this color. Look at this. This is good tone. Look at that. That's the difference between the two. Woo, man, that's going to be ugly. This is going to be ugly. I'm telling you, it's going to be ugly. That is really good tone. Look at that. What's this one right here? Okay, wait, no. You got to go back on that one. What is that one? I seen that was a pretty color right there. We got, okay, get this one too. Pick this one up too. That's a nice color. Elemental. Sounds like a video game. Mental. What's this right here? This base. I'm gonna need all these in flat. Danny, when we get all your gray paint, this is the same product we're going to be using on your gray paints because I'm curious to see exactly how close they're going to match this stuff. On top of that, we need 2 quarts of this product because a friend of mine has a gain gun. He's going to test that whole gain range thing. He's laughing about it. He's like, that's not possible. You're going to get 2 different gains out of the same paint. This is why he's going to get hit with a lot. If that stuff is even selling, this is why he's going to get hit with a lot of not described. Any customer who sees that is not going to go for the lower gain. They're going to go for the highest gain. So they don't even know if they have the higher gain or not because there's no instructions on how to paint the screen to get the higher gain. So think of the mind of the customer. He or she is going to come back and call him and say, hey, how do I know I had that gain? Because I kind of painted the screen the same way you did. Is he going to lie and say they have it? How is he going to do that at the end of the day? He has no proof that they have that. They don't even know if they have it. There's no video showing that. So that's a not as described claim on PayPal's behalf right there. And you will lose it because PayPal is going to request for you to back that theory. And you can't back that theory because it doesn't exist. So therefore, you have a not as described against your account. And your account will basically put on fraud because you have enough complaints against you on that. Now, I'm curious, how would that even work? I'm not going to come in and say, hey, I'll take the 0.8 over the 0.85 I want the 8.85. Do I have that? So there you go. Putting fake stuff in your account. Just like someone asked on that other mix, why can't I use that in a I like that. Why can't I use that in a house? What's the purpose? Meant for high lumen projectors of 35. 35 is not high. 35 is actually normal. Even 4,000 now. Oh, look at that color right there. Wow, 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 wow. That's actually pretty good. Woo, we got something for the whatchamacallit, for the darker mix. What is this one right here? Oh, we're not going to give us that color. Oh, wait. This is Mountain Smoke. This is by Lowe's. That's by Lowe's. Look at this. It's called Mountain Smoke. Vasper. Vasper is from Lowe's. Mountain Smoke. I'm going to need this. Mountain Smoke. Take me home to a place I belong. Take me home. You even know that song by there? Yeah. It's good music, people. Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely get this. I'm curious about this. Definitely get that. All right, that's my list right there. I still got the whatchamacallit we got to pick up. Look at these three colors right here. This is a more brownish to it right here. But look at these three colors. This one, and this one. Jeez, these are actually pretty nice. Wow, look at that. Silver Bullet. That's called Silver Bullet. I like the name of that, Silver Bullet. You remember the movie? Anybody remember the movie Silver Bullet back in the day? That was a shot. That was a shot. No one ever knew. Oh, I'm not going to spoil that because if no one ever saw it, Halloween's coming up. You never saw Silver Bullet. That's a movie you got to watch. It's pretty good. Very good. Can't tell you the ending. Somebody probably put it in the comments about what the ending was. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they don't comment at all. Anyway, but yeah, that movie right there. I never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. It was actually, I'm watching that tonight anyway. Let me see. Yeah, look at those colors right there. There we go. All right, people. I bid you good day. I got some things I got to take care of. Thank you for your time. Jamie, I'm going to do one video. It's going to be short and sweet. 1 week. We give you 1 week to back your stuff up. After that, we start coming in, we start buying. I know you're going to cancel my order. I know it's going to happen. I do advise you strongly, do not send us anything that is not so, changing colors, all that. You'll be committing mail fraud again. Trust me, you already got 2 already. Don't push it. If you can't back the product up, all you got to do is just go in and just basically just put the money back in my account. That's all you have to do. All right. I'll just have somebody else pick it up for us. That's not going to stop us from getting it. I'll just get somebody else to get it instead. It's going to be a bit of a headache because I got to have them buy it and send it back to me and stuff like that. But hey, whatever has to be done. All right. So 1 week. I'll put a list of the paints that I pulled up. Also to the network grade. No, we're not using that. We're going to be using the Amazon Slip Silver. And let's see how this all works out. All right, I'm just curious to see how this is all going to react. And I don't want you to get mad. I know you're mad already and upset and angry. I know you're going to lash out at us because that's usually what you do instead of backing your products up. So how about you take that 1 week that I'm giving you, all that anger and frustration that you got toward me, and back your products up. Because if not, eventually they're going to be tested. Okay, got to go, people, and God bless.